Hello! So today is December 31st, 2014, and this is my voice 2 weeks on T. And, yeah, so it's the last day of the year. I'm really excited. I'm really excited because 2015 is going to have so many awesome changes for me. All the noticeable, really stereotypically noticeable things that testosterone will bring, I'll hopefully bring, will be in 2015 for me. I'll have surgery in 2015. I'll turn 21, which, if you're not in the U.S., you're probably like, you're old. Who cares about that? You can't drink till you're 21 in the States, until you're 21. Well, okay. You can't legally buy alcohol in the States until you're 21. That does not stop people here from drinking, trust me. Anyways, so all that, and I get to go to my dream state, hopefully my dream school, to pursue my legal 3 years of legal education, which, woo, 3 more years of school, but no, I'm actually really excited about it. So 2015 is going to bring some really awesome changes for me. But yeah, 2014 was a really growing year for me. But that's kind of what I'm going to get into the second part of my video. The first part I'm going to get into is changes. Not that there have been that many. I've only been on T for 2 weeks. I gave myself my 3rd shot yesterday, which is exciting. I'm on 0.5 cc's per week, which is, from what I hear, fairly average, especially given my height and weight. I'm 5'8". Yeah, I know. I'm people call me Godzilla because I'm so freaking tall for an Asian. But then it's been weird because that's one of the things that my entire life as a female, being 5'8", for any race is tall, but being especially Asian, people always constantly want to comment on how tall I am, blah blah blah. It's great. But yeah, now it's like, oh, you're so short, and I'm like, no, oh yeah, I kind of am. Some guy asked me if I played football the other day, and I was like, do I look like I play football? Did I look like I ever played football? I am little. I'm a little dude. I don't know. Beating people, hello. This is my dog. He wants to be on camera too. Don't you? Thank you. He's my puppy. He's my best friend. I love him. That's a lie. I have a best friend. He's my 4-legged best friend. But, I love you. Okay, can I make the video? You gonna let Daddy finish his video, huh? No? Okay. Yeah. So, anyways, I don't even know what I was saying. Oh, okay, yeah. So, being tall, 5'8", and I'm like 164 right now. I need to, work out. I didn't do that this semester at all. I've been getting into CrossFit a little bit, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah. So, anyways, all of that aside, I think that's kind of a fairly average dose for my size. So yeah, as far as changes go, there really haven't been that many because obviously it's only been 2 weeks. It's not like I've been I don't know, my voice hasn't seriously dropped. It's cracked a little bit, but it hasn't dropped. It gets tired faster for sure. That's something I've noticed. I'm drinking a ton of water, all the time drinking water, disgusting amount of water all the time. And that of course has to come out, so I'm peeing all the time too, which is awesome. Practice to, learn how to use my medicine spoon STP. That's a lot of really great practice. But yeah. Muscles. I can tell I'm filling out my shirts better. This is one of the bigger small shirts that I own, and it's really stretchy, so it still fits me. But a lot of the small shirts that I've been wearing don't fit me anymore, at all. They're just tight, and I can't wear them. So my chest and shoulders and back have definitely been growing. But I don't think it's gotten super defined or anything, but I'm sure if I would have been taking measurements, things probably would have grown. And I expect them to hopefully get a little bigger, but who knows. Yeah, other than that, most of it's been mental. Physically hasn't really done a ton yet, and I don't really expect it to, but I still want to keep track of this time and know that when I look back a year from now, I can be like, I looked so little, but I had so many interesting things going through my brain. But I probably won't sound like that by then. I really hope I don't sound like that. That'd really suck if my voice went up, but I don't think it's even possible to do that. Alright, now I'm just being dumb. But, yeah, I don't really have a ton to say this week as far as that goes. I'm planning on uploading another video here this week talking about work, and some of my anxieties about, being trans that kind of hit me this week. But it's a completely separate topic, so I don't want to, cram too much stuff into this video. Because I'm already going to talk a little bit about 2014 year in review, nostalgia, and then at that point you're going to be like, okay, I don't care, shut up, and then hit exit, which I don't care, that's totally fine, you do you. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for changes. Hand strength, I've gotten some more of that. Like, it takes less effort to do things that I used to be able to do. Like, I popped a bottle last night, and I think I'm cool. No, I don't think I'm cool. Usually I just never have a bottle opener, and so, like, I know how to open it with, like, a lighter or, like, a medicine cap or, like, pretty much anything laying around the house. Or, like, a spoon. I can pop a bottle cap open with that. And so I did that, and, like, I'm used to just, flicking it and it pops off. Well, I put the amount of force that I thought I needed, and then it flew, like, across the room. So I was like, I'm a man! And my girlfriend just kind of looked at me and was like, shut up and pick that up, please. Yeah, so that was great. But little things like that. I jumped up on a pull-up bar and, like, kind of just barely smacked it with my fingertips, and I caught myself and, like, was able to hang there. And that was a big deal for me. I don't know. I might have been able to do it pre-T, but I didn't know that I could do it pre-T. So I feel like, though, my hands have gotten stronger and my, like, forearms a little bit. And just carrying things here and there that I carry every day, they just seem a bit lighter. But that's probably psychological as well as physical. So yeah, 2014. A lot of good stuff happened this year. Graduated college. Started dating my current girlfriend, which that was awesome, obviously. I got this little puppy here. Yes. Now you're getting camera shy. Yeah, it was a good year, for sure. It was definitely a hard year. To put it in perspective, as far as, like, timelines of what it took for me, I was actually really fortunate to be able to start T as fast as I was. But I would say I started questioning my gender really, really hard about a year ago. But until earlier this year, like March to May-ish, I really wasn't comfortable identifying outside of a binary as female, even though I kind of knew. I've kind of always known. I just didn't have words, and then I went through a phase where I was really scared of it, and I really didn't want to be trans. And so I fought it really, really hard. And it was kind of a battle that was subconscious. It wasn't like I ever sat down. I was like, this is what it is. You know you're this. Repress it. It was kind of more like every time I'd hear something about trans things, I would be, like, incredibly curious, but I would also just be like, no. Well, I'm glad I'm not that. Like, yeah, like, it's kind of like the lady doth protest too much type thing. At least it was for me. But I found myself being really, like, envious of trans guys when I would see their posts or their videos. I would just be like, oh, and I knew I wanted it, and it took me a while to finally admit that to myself. But this summer, I really came to terms with it. I went through kind of a little bit of a phase where I was like, I identify as genderqueer. And to an extent, I kind of do. Still, I don't necessarily know that I identify 100% as male, because I think gender is fluid. And there are certain things that I do that are feminine, and I am secure in that. I don't feel like I'm one of the guys that needs to prove my masculinity by being like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go split a log with my teeth, like, or any of those, like, super manly stereotypes. There are definitely things that I do that are very feminine, and it's fine, and it doesn't, I don't have a problem with it. And so for me, I think my gender identity is kind of slightly split, and I realize that there's a difference between gender expression and all of that as well. And the larger part of that, though, would be to say I don't feel 100% male either. I identify with it because I feel a lot closer to that than I do as female, but 100% would be a little bit too far for me. And so then I was kind of realizing I wanted to transition, which I started talking to my therapist about, and she was super supportive, really great about it, kind of saw it coming. And so started talking to her, got my letter for the endocrinologist, and waited like 8 weeks or so for my appointment, 7 or 8 weeks for my appointment, and was able to start T like the next day. And so I know I was fairly fortunate in that. I'm paying for my transition all on my own. No one else is helping me. Insurance isn't helping me. I'm doing it all on my own. But I am fortunate enough to be 20, graduated from college with a decent job, and worked all the way through school, to support myself and put myself through school. And I was fortunate with that. And so I did have some amount of financial flexibility to be able to pay for that. So yeah, that's a little bit more of my story and kind of how I came to terms with that. But that was 2014 for me. I'm really excited. I'm really happy. I've been a lot calmer the last couple of weeks being on T. And so I'm excited to see how that goes. But yeah, so this video is getting kind of long for a 2-week update because really I don't know what there is to update in the last week. But yeah, so if you haven't already, check out my Instagram. It's the same username, Lucky Panda Cub. Yeah, so check that out. I post way more on there than I do here, but that's because it's easier and it takes 2 seconds, not 10 minutes to sit and talk to myself with my dog interrupting me. But yeah, so I hope you guys are having a great new year. Hope you have a good, had a good 2014, and hope you have a good start to your new 2015. I can't talk. So yeah, peace out.